Ever feel overwhelmed by the actions and opinions of others, wondering why it seems so easy to get caught up in the drama and comparison? What if I told you that the key to peace lies not in changing the world around you, but in changing your focus within? The Buddha once said, "Do not look at the faults of others, look at your own faults." What does this profound wisdom truly mean, and how can it help us reclaim our peace of mind? In today's fast-paced world, it's so easy to get caught up in the lives of others. We compare ourselves to others, try to meet their expectations, and get lost in the drama that surrounds us. But in the midst of all this, we often lose sight of what really matters: our own growth, our inner peace, and our personal journey. The Buddha, in his wisdom, offered a powerful solution. He urged us to look inward, to focus on ourselves, and to stop letting the outside world dictate our peace of mind. This journey of self-discovery begins with a simple yet profound shift, focusing on your own mind and your own path. Today, we'll explore 6 essential Buddhist lessons that will help you break free from the cycle of comparison, approval seeking, and external drama. These teachings offer practical wisdom to help you live a life of peace, clarity, and self-awareness. Lesson 1. Mind your own mind. The Buddha taught, "All that we are is the result of what we have thought." This statement is a profound reminder of the power of our thoughts. What we think shapes how we perceive the world and how we react to it. Our inner world becomes our outer reality. When we focus on the actions and opinions of others, we waste precious energy that could be spent cultivating our own wisdom, peace, and personal growth. Instead of dwelling on the faults or behaviors of others, the Buddha urges us to guard our faults. This doesn't mean ignoring others or avoiding important interactions. It means being mindful of how we think about the world and about people. When you catch yourself comparing, judging, or becoming overly concerned with someone else's actions, gently bring your focus back to yourself. Take a moment each morning to reflect. What am I thinking about today? Is it about someone else, or is it about how I can grow and improve? When you begin to focus inwardly, you'll discover that your happiness and peace are not dependent on others. Your thoughts are yours to control. Over time, with mindfulness, your mind will become more peaceful, more centered, and less easily distracted by what others are doing. Lesson 2. Stop comparing. Start growing. In Buddhism, comparison is seen as one of the primary causes of suffering. The Buddha said, "There is no greater delusion than the belief that someone else's path is easier or that your life is worse than someone else's." Comparison distorts our sense of self-worth and keeps us trapped in feelings of inadequacy or jealousy. In a world that constantly encourages us to compare our achievements, our appearance, and our success with others, it's easy to fall into the trap of self-doubt. But, as the Buddha taught, this comparison is an illusion. Each person is on a unique path, with their own lessons and challenges. So why measure your journey against someone else's? Think of the lotus flower. It grows from the muddy waters, blossoming beautifully, regardless of how fast or slow the other flowers around it are blooming. It doesn't compare itself to others. It simply grows at its own pace. Like the lotus, your progress should be measured by your own growth, not by the success of others. Today, make the conscious decision to stop comparing yourself to others. Celebrate your own progress, no matter how small. Every step you take toward becoming a better version of yourself is worth celebrating. Remember, growth is not about perfection. It's about progress. Lesson 3. Release the need for approval. The Buddha said, "Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace." In our society, we are often conditioned to seek approval from others, from our peers, and from society itself. But no matter how much validation we receive, it will never fill the void that comes from seeking approval outside of ourselves. True peace comes when we approve of ourselves, when you no longer rely on the opinions of others to define your worth. You will find a deep, unshakable peace within yourself. This doesn't mean you stop caring about others. It means realizing that your sense of self-worth comes from within, not from external sources. Take a moment each day to affirm to yourself, "I approve of who I am. I am enough as I am." Let those words resonate deeply in your heart. Feel the freedom that comes with self-acceptance. When you no longer seek the approval of others, you free yourself from the constant cycle of seeking validation and open the door to true peace. Lesson 4. Detach from gossip and drama. One of the greatest distractions from focusing on your own path is getting caught up in the gossip and drama of the world. In Buddhism, it is taught that we should speak only words that are true, kind, and beneficial, instead of getting lost in the noise of others' opinions or the drama around us. We are encouraged to remain grounded and focused on what truly matters. By choosing to detach from unnecessary drama and gossip, you free yourself from the influence of external chaos. You create space within yourself to focus on what is truly important, your own growth, your peace, and your well-being. As we continue to explore the teachings of the Buddha, it becomes clear that focusing inward and letting go of external distractions is the key to cultivating a peaceful and fulfilling life. In the next part, we'll dive deeper into more lessons that will help you remain grounded, centered, and true to yourself, no matter what challenges come your way. As we continue our exploration of Buddhist wisdom, we've already learned how focusing inward and nurturing our faults can lead to greater peace and self-awareness. Now, let's dive deeper into how detaching from external noise, practicing loving kindness with boundaries, and embracing the impermanence of life can help us maintain that inner peace and clarity. Often, this means choosing silence over speaking about others. In our fast-paced world, it's so easy to get caught up in the lives of others, gossiping, pointing out flaws, or joining in on conversations that don't serve our peace of mind. But, as the Buddha teaches, engaging in gossip or focusing on other people's faults is like adding poison to your own mind. It doesn't bring peace, it only creates more noise, confusion, and suffering within, instead of being drawn into conversations or faults that harm your peace. The Buddha advises us to practice detachment. Step back and observe without judgment. Ask yourself, is this conversation beneficial to my growth? Will it lead to peace? Or is it simply more drama? Silence can be a form of protection. By detaching from unnecessary noise, you protect your mind from negativity. In today's world, where distractions are everywhere, finding moments of silence becomes a powerful tool for nurturing inner calm. Spend more time cultivating your inner peace, whether that means meditating, walking in nature, or reading wisdom that nourishes your spirit. These practices help shield you from the chaos around you. The more time you spend in silence, the clearer your mind becomes, allowing you to live a life filled with balance and harmony. Lesson 5. Practice loving kindness, but set boundaries. Buddhism teaches us to cultivate loving kindness, or metta, for all beings. This practice encourages us to send love and compassion to everyone we encounter, regardless of how they treat us. But here's an important lesson. Loving kindness does not mean allowing others' negativity or toxic behavior to disrupt your peace. True loving kindness is not about enabling others to hurt you or violate your boundaries. It's about sending love and compassion, while also setting healthy limits to protect your well-being. You can send love to those who may hurt you or try to drag you down, but you don't have to absorb their negativity. Imagine a golden light surrounding you, protecting your mind and heart from external harm. Visualize this light as a shield, allowing you to remain open to others without being affected by their chaos. Just as a lotus flower rises above the mud, you can remain unshaken by negativity while still radiating love to the world around you. Boundaries are not walls that shut people out. They are protections for your peace and mental health. By practicing loving kindness with boundaries, you can remain open to others without losing yourself in their demands or dramas. This balance is key to nurturing both love and self-care in a healthy, sustainable way. Lesson 6. Remember impermanence. Finally, remember the one truth that ties everything together: impermanence. The Buddha once said, "All conditioned things are impermanent." Everything in this world, whether it's a thought, a feeling, or an external situation, is temporary. This truth is both humbling and liberating. The challenges you face today, the judgments others make, and the obstacles in your life, they will all pass. When you focus too much on what others are saying or doing, you are giving undue importance to fleeting things. The opinions, judgments, and behaviors of others will come and go, but they do not define you. Instead, focus on what is lasting: your own mind, your own peace, and your own inner growth. When you feel disturbed by what others are doing, remind yourself, this too shall pass. By embracing impermanence, you free yourself from being weighed down by transient concerns. You can live more lightly, knowing that everything, including the opinions of others, is temporary. This is the power of remembering impermanence. It helps you live in the present, unburdened by past judgments or future anxieties. The more you understand the impermanent nature of life, the less power external distractions and concerns will have over you. As you start focusing more on your thoughts, growth, and inner peace, you will find that the distractions of others lose their power over you. Your path will become clearer, your heart more peaceful, and your mind more focused. The key is to continually apply these lessons. Choose silence when needed. Practice loving kindness with boundaries. And always remember that everything in life is temporary. So today, choose one of these lessons and start applying it in your life. Notice how your perspective shifts, how you begin to feel more at ease within yourself. The more you embrace these teachings, the more peaceful and centered your life will become. You are not responsible for the thoughts, actions, or opinions of others. You're only responsible for your own mind, your growth, and your peace. If you found peace in today's wisdom, consider subscribing for more teachings that can help you live with calm and clarity. And remember, the path to true freedom begins when you stop thinking about others and return to your own heart.